Happy October Daily, everyone. I thought this was a good time to step in here and show you what I'm going to be using for my October Daily Junk Journal, which is our September Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge over at Dearjuliejulie. And I thought what I wanted to do was I'd do a combination of, this one would be my junk journal, which would be my October Daily. Later I will be doing a video class on putting together an October Daily using strictly Stampin' Up! Products and our new Spectacular Bash medley of supplies. So today is all about my junk journal, and you can only see part of the box that's here. I have a big Doritos flat display box, and it's brim full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the box off to the side, and then we're going to go through the collection. So here we go. Okay, we're going to start with papers, I think, or maybe just whatever comes out. I did pick up Tim Holtz's Ideology new paper stash, Abandoned. I was able to get a hold of a paper pad. This paper is awesome. I love this collection. And if I can get this, I know why they put these on here, but people always just open them up in the stores anyway most of the time, so they kind of defeat the purpose. But there we go. There are some gorgeous papers in here that I think are just going to have to find their way in bits and pieces into my collection, because my collection is going to be all about the greens, oranges, yellows, purples, and blacks. So as you can see, there's lots of opportunity here to put these pages to work. So there's that one. I'm also going to be taking out embellishment pieces and using these on ephemera from the Oriental Trading Company. This is their autumn catalog, and there's some really cool items in here that I can use as cutouts and put on ephemera. So I'll be using this. I also found this book at Dollar Tree. It's Halloween with Matthew Mead. If you do not know who Matthew Mead is, I encourage you to search him up. I'll see if I can't find a link to his YouTube channel and put it down below. But there were only 2 of these in my Dollar Tree. I bought both of them. Well, I bought one, and the more I thought about it, I thought, you know, if I'm going to cut it up, I really need a keeper copy. So I went back and was lucky enough to find a second one. Mine were not back in the back of the store on the bookshelves. They were in a big, massive metal bin up near the front. But while there's a lot of party ideas in here, there's some really cool graphics to cut out and I can add to my books. Even just some of the pages as backgrounds. But there was one in here I really, really liked that I wanted to show you. It's based on the old circus version of Circus Rummy. Like an animal rummy. And I know it's here somewhere, but they're really cute and they're going to be perfect for cutouts. They're on this side of the page. I know they are. Thought I'd had them there for a minute. Anyway, they're in here, and as you can see, there's lots of cool things that I can cut out and use in a book. If I get to the circus-themed category, the cards would jump right out at me. I probably jumped right over them. See, these are perfect for just cutting out and using on layered collage ephemera. Well, that's why I missed them. There they are. Each of those could be cut out and used. Some of these things could be cut out and used. So this is a cut apart and then some book. I also have some dyed papers that I did while the girls were here. We used Easter egg dyes. So I have some in an orange. This is the parchment that I lined the cookie sheet with. So they'll be good for cutting out pockets or for using as whole pages on their own. Has some green music sheet paper, receipt tickets, doilies. I particularly love this one with the run lines. Little scraps that came from off the pagers as they tore. Memory Dex cards. They'll be perfect for that. So those are part of my papers. Here's a purple one in the receipt. I thought I had some bigger sheets of the purple, but I didn't. So those are my papers. I'm also going to be using a retired Stampin' Up! Set. And I thought I had pulled it. This is Halloween night from, this is our 16 collection from 2016. And I thought I had pulled another one. Thought I had pulled the one from 2017. I'll have to look because it should have been here. But so that's my paper packs. We'll see if we can move these to the side. Pull my table back over here. Okay, Tim Holt is going to play largely in embellishments. I have his tags. I have his bag and pocket dinglets to use. His alpha parts. I will use these sparingly because they're so thick that I don't want to add a lot of bulk to the album. I also have Halloween tokens, 2 different years. The type tokens, the Halloween tokens. His adornments, which were the owls and the spiders. The word bands, and I have those word bands and the story sticks, so I've got 2 different sizes to work with. And then I have this collection of ephemera pack. I don't remember what the ephemera pack, oh wait a minute, yeah it was. The ephemera pack for Halloween, duh, that I can use up. And then somewhere in here I have rub-ons that are also his that I used because I used some of them on that tag that I made. Oh, and another paper, Spellcast. This is a retired collection from Pink Paisley that I'm going to be using. So there's those from Tim. This is a retired set, and I found this at Tuesday Mornings last week. And there are some great cut-aparts in here that I want to be able to use. And there's 2 of each sheet in here. Well, I'm going back to Tuesday Mornings next week and see if I can snag a couple more of these now that I know they're retired. I'm also using, I found these in my stash. These are from Recollections from a couple of years ago that I can use. I can also use these as inspiration pieces to create my own. I have these spiderweb doilies from Stampin' Up. They are retired. Spiderweb doilies from, I don't see a date on here. I believe they were 2 years ago. I found this washi tape. I believe I got this at Joann's 2 or 3 years ago. I bought it because it was witchy and I've never used it. See if I can peel it apart here so you can see. It's a sticky backed and it's a repetitive pattern from here to here. So I pulled that out. Basically, I just raided my stash from last year. Oh, and I've got, I know what else where I put that other paper. I've got that and a 12 by 12 paper pack kit that has stuff in it. I picked these up from Michael's last week. The coffin die and this stamp set. I love this with the crystal ball and the book and chandelier, or candelabra in particular. I have this die that I got from Sizzix last month, and what it does is it lets you cut out little bitty pieces. It's a great way to use up your scraps. This will give you an idea of the size. My stamp pad is 1 inch by 1 inch. So that's about the size of the dies. Those are the crowns. There are also 2 different styles of banners. And what I do is when I get down to little scraps, I just go through and I punch these out, and then I save them to use on projects. There's this banner type tail, and the flower, and the star that I can cut out of my scraps and have those ready for any project. So I have those and that die to use. I also have this die from Tim Holtz. This is the, doesn't say which one it is, it just has a number, 66022. And then I bought the one last week that has the rose and the lace, the rosy lace. I want to do that in black and then dust over it with silver ink. That one was on clearance for $4.99 at Hobby Lobby. Last year I ordered his shifter stencils, and I'm going to tell you why I'm using the shifter stencils here in just a minute. Well, I guess the bags are next, so that's a good time to do that. I have been unable to find black and orange striped treat bags. They've got them that they go on the diagonal or they go up and down, and I cannot find them anywhere. And then I had one of those duh moments. Bought the mini stencils last year, have never used them. I just thought they were cool because of the way you could shift them and do a repetitive pattern. So, I bought the blank treat bags in 3 different sizes at Hobby Lobby. Paper Studio is on clearance, or is on sale 50% off through today. So I picked up bags, and I'm going to use black and orange inks, and I'm going to make my own bags. So there's that. I have the black hinge clips to use. Tim Holtz, are you seeing a theme here? And the bulb pins. Now somewhere I have some that are a green, and I can't think of where I have them sitting right now, but I'm going to keep looking for them. They're not Tim Holtz, they're from Stampin' Up. So I want to use those. This was that bank envelope that I made this tag from yesterday. And so I want to make a few more of these tag pockets. What I want to do is put them down in a corner of a page. So I've got a journaling tag. And then I've got a spot behind that I can tuck photos. That I'm going to use. While we're on treat bags first of all. This is one set of treat bags that I have found at Dollar Tree. But while I was at Party City looking for those treat bags last week, I found these napkins. I love them. So there's definitely going to be some napkin work in this journal. And then I have this one that I had picked up at a flea market. I've got a package of these. And I used these on a project last month to put in my journal. I have punches I'm going to be using. These 3 I know I'm going to use. The spider punch, a banner type, and a tab punch. Those are going to come in handy, and I'm going to set those forward. Cheesecloth that I'm going to dye using my Angel Mist and my Tim Holtz Distress Sprays to match wherever I want to put it behind. I'm pretty much going to stick probably to either black or white, but you never know if purple or a bright lime green are going to wind up in there somewhere. So I have those. For the mists I have, this angel is Silver Stone. This one is Patina Green. And then I have Black Soot, Spiced Marmalade, and Twisted Citron from Tim Holtz. Okay. Probably going to need eyelets for tags. I have white and brass, wide variety of those I can use. Make sure those close because I don't want them everywhere. Green paper clips. Just lacy bits and pieces, and I can change the color of these with my Distress inks. This I got from Dollar Tree last year. It's creepy cloth. It's kind of like cheesecloth, but it's a little heavier. The webbing is wider, but I think I can still make it work in some places. Oh, and we have a new stamp set from Stampin' Up! That I may use. Does this stripe and this buffalo check, and I can add that to backgrounds in my color scheme. Then there is embellishments. These are some of my pieces, cut-offs from my tag that I'll use that little Sizzix die with. I have these black rhinestones from Stampin' Up! From last year. Witchy hats and feet from, these are felt from Dollar Tree. These I got at Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and they're just a basic safety pin, but they're black. These will be good for adding dangle charms or just a little extra something to an ephemera piece collage. So I have those in 2 sizes that I will be using. And black labels to make ephemera. I have these in my stash. Letters. I thought I had a numbers die. All I have is a 1, 2, and 3, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do for my numbers for this year. I'll have to see what Stampin' Up! Has to offer. I've used my cat punch from Stampin' Up! And punched out the cats and cat pieces, background pieces from the papers that I can use these on, and that's where that other paper pad is from last year. It had these kitties and the kitty punches. I just have to see where I set that purple. Aha, it's behind me. Found it. Washi tape. I have this set. This is the new from Tim Holtz, the collage paper. And then I have, I thought I had more washi tape than this one. I have, there are green staples in here that I can use with my mini stapler for attaching items to embellishments. I got these, the index labels and the vial labels from Tim Holtz. There's that theme again. If Tim didn't give us so many things to play with, it would probably narrow my focus. This washi tape is from Stampin' Up! It's from 2 years ago. And then I have tickets, and there's a couple orange and purple ones in here that I want to be able to use. So there are those. I have some fabric scraps from where I've been making things for my kitchen. This particular fabric collection is from Studio R Fabrics, and it's called Cheeky Wee Pumpkins. And I don't get it because there's no pumpkins on it, but it's called Cheeky Wee Pumpkins, and I think that's probably because it's part of a collection. I have Baker's Twine. These are all retired Stampin' Up! In a lemon lime twist kind of thing, or maybe Lucky Limeade. This is our black. This was our purple, elegant eggplant maybe, and then this was an orange and black that came out a couple of years ago. So I've got Baker's Twines to play with. I have a variety of ribbons. I have these 3 from my stash. I have the furry black stuff, eyelash. I have this eyelash trim and some orange yarns. And then I have some that are pretty much Halloween specific. Pumpkin carving, greens and blacks, oranges, blacks, yellows. And I have this one. that's more of a fall tone. And then I have Trick or Treat. I've had this ribbon forever. I may have to, there we go. And it's just a repetitive Trick or Treat. Put it right side up. There we go. And it just kind of flips and flops around, so we'll have that one. And then I also have it in black and yellow. So, I have that to play with. I also bought these witch hat brads from Oriental Trading a couple of years ago that I've had in my stash. When you find things in places like Oriental Trading, if it's something you think you need in your stash, which, you know, we all need stuff in our stash, I suggest that you grab it because places like Oriental Trading or Dollar Tree, their stock is limited, and usually when it's gone, it's gone. And I just got the new catalog from Oriental Trading. I'll try to remember to link their website down below. I also want to make, let's see, I've got these that I bought on clearance from Paper Studio. Had Hobby Lobby last week. This is just a real fine nylon ribbon. And then I have this black lace that's going to look really pretty. And I used some of this on this tag pocket yesterday. Okay. I want to make some medallion thingies. This part thingy here with the scallops, and I've got the die from Tim Holtz to do that. I also wanted to do some in crepe paper, so I bought black and white. And then I've seen people using the mesh. So when this was all on sale at Hobby Lobby a couple of weeks ago, I went in and bought some in various colors, and you can see these prices that I paid in my Hobby Lobby haul video from a couple of weeks ago, and I'll try to remember to link it down below. But this will be cool on the, add some extra color, vibrant color. And then I have, last but not least, in this box, these are all my enamel dots from Stampin' Up. Most are, and these are all retired, but I have extras from our Halloween collection in the olive green, pumpkin pie, and a purple. I can't remember what that purple was, but I have several of those in here to use. Halloween night, that's a plum. Plum, pumpkin pie, and old olive. So I have those to use. Okay, that takes care of this box. And, oh yeah, and I have doilies from Stampin' Up that are an orangey tone. Okay, and then I have the other paper collection I want to use is Spooky Nights, and this is the one that had the cats, and I also can cut out some of the witch hats. There's a die that goes with these, and I can use those. And these will make great corner tuck spots. Cut those down below and find me an owl image to put up in the top. So those will be cool. So that was the paper collection I initially planned on using. Maybe not Halloween night. And then there's this left over from past years. Here are the items that I made for the August mini challenge journal. And I used those witch hats, the napkin, and this was a multi-layered thing here that used the napkin, and this was from Stampin' Up! Pick Your Poison paper. So I have those all in here. Black made a treat bag pocket from this by covering a white paper sack lunch bag, and that has a tag on the inside with room for journaling on the back. I also want to pull some green ledger paper to put in here. But I have a little bit of everything here, and I'm going to try and scoot up here and show you what all I have to work with. As I said, this is all left from past years of October dailies. So let's dump this main section out. I do not lack for stuff to use for this journal, I can tell you. I have these trims, and most of these I may even have more of in the drawer. This like a shoelace tie. It's more fall tags, and I can use these either as is or I can use them as templates. Just got a whiff of somebody cooking good and something good, and I'm the only one at home. So there you go. I'm going to put these white pieces down here in my white scrap basket. I have these brooms that I got from Dollar Tree. I have numbers left over, but I don't know if I have enough. These are from American Crafts. They're thickers, and I used these last year, but I don't know if I have enough of these to use these again this year. And I'm not sure I want to. Pumpkin cutout. Oh, more of those spiderweb doilies. I've got enough of these to share with my sister. She'll be thrilled. Of that. Scraps, stickers, more stickers, recollections, embellishments, paper bags, but these are lunch bags. They're gusseted lunch bags, but they'll still make good tag pockets. These were the board patterns that I used to create my October daily 2 years ago. So I've still got those. There's some more of the thicker numbers. Big doilies from Wilton's. And you can cut these and bring these in on half a page. Use the whole thing as a background. There were 10 of them in here. I'm going to see if I can find more of those while I'm thinking about it, because I don't want to be without those in my stash. Something Wicked. These were just letters. I couldn't get them in the numbers. Here's one of those paper bags opened up. And then I had these papers just were in my stash. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use those or not. Okay, that's the inside. Still digging here. I have, these are from Authentique, I think. No, this is Authentique. It's in the envelope. From Moonlight, from their Moonlight collection. Authentique has some really cool papers if you've not looked at their stuff. These are tags from off of things that I bought. Okay, got another, stick this in here, go down into this one. Simple Stories Happy Haunting. This was their cut aparts from a paper stack. Yeah, it's time some of these things got used. And my last October daily album was really basic. This I want to incorporate more junk journal style stuff, so I'll use more of this stuff. These were from, looks like they might have been from a cut apart. October prompt list. Lettering and doodling challenge. These were things that I found on Pinterest. October photo challenge. These are great things to use when you don't know what. October daily prompt or October daily photo challenge. Great things if you don't have something specific to put on a day. you can always look back and you can pick something and to add to your book. So I have several of those little items in here. Writing prompts to actually journal in your October daily. And these are some of those witch hats that I either fussy cut out or punched out with the die and turned into stickers using my Xyron. And then I've got more of the Tim Holtz. These are the Remnant Rubs Halloween. So there's that. Tim Holtz sure plays a part in my life, doesn't he? Don't tell Tim. Okay, then I have 2 more pockets here. These were sticker sheets and stuff that I've had in my scrap rack forever. Time to pull them out and put them to use. Trying not to bend anything here. And if I don't put it back, I'll lose it. I know I will. And then finally, these are stickers from Authentique Moonlight Collection. We saw the cut-aparts a while ago. These are stickers that we can use in here. And there's quite a few of those in here. And then I have red jewels. And I also have various colors of sequins that I can do shaker boxes, shaker elements in here. So as you can see, I have plenty to play with for October Daily. I'm going to narrow my focus by starting with putting my signatures together. And I think I'm going to do, I had it figured out last night, 3 signatures, 5 pages each. 5 pages double, that's going to give me 10 pages. And then I'll add a couple extra pages to front and back of the first 2 signatures so that I've got enough to give me a welcome page, dashboard, and to get me through the 31st. So, that is my October Daily September Stashbuster Junk Journal kit with Dearjuliejulie. I'm going to be doing videos as I go through this process. I hope if you like this video and want to see how this all comes together, click the like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. So you can see when I post new videos, and if you hit the little bell, you'll always know when new videos go up. Also, down in the description box, you'll see a link to my blog. If you will go to my blog, there is a follow me button on the right-hand side of my page, where you can input your email address and you'll know when I post everything new that you can see firsthand, and you can look, pitch whatever the things that do or do not interest you, and you'll never miss anything that way, because a lot of times I will post things on my blogs that I do not post on YouTube. So, thanks for joining me today. Have a great weekend, and October Daily's on its way.